dating storylines on Alphabet City. While I had a few recurring fan favorite boyfriend characters, including the taxidermy tax attorney, which you'll have to read the book to get that story, there were no romantic episodes that were particularly earth-shattering, but a few years on the other side of 30, and the loneliness was beginning to wear on me. While I was constantly forced into close proximity with a lot of eligible bachelors in the massively congested city, I just wasn't connecting with them on a level other than quickie sex. What little free time I had at home when not traveling, I didn't want to spend cruising for guys in a bar. The internet, as hookup engine, burst onto the gay scene in the late 90s. I signed up enthusiastically, hoping that online matchmaking would prove superior to suggestive winks at seedy bars. Gay.com might expand my dating horizons, and so I fished in its online pond as NYC Bucky. My boyfriend search skills, honed from years in gay bars, were no help in cyberspace. It took several painful dinner first dates to learn that chances were good the guy in real life will be the opposite of his description. Downtown Hung was actually from the suburbs and had a widely inflated sense of his tool. Stud Muffin 69 needed to lay off the pastries. Too Hard for You spoke about his dick nonstop. 2 hours of cock talk over noodles proved too hard for me. Some guys would have given up on the online thing altogether, but I couldn't resist the internet temptation. The gigantic desktop computer in my basement living room stared me down at the possibility that Mr. Wright was right there waiting for my charming banter in the NYC chat room. The sound of static as the modem connected always sent a shiver of anticipation through me. Pavlov's gay dog. I scanned through the typical assortment of evocative screen names with requisite summary descriptions. There was always an NY cock top, 8 inches of meat ready to pound you, and a village daddy ready to spoil you and spank you. But one night, the screen name Star Bastard caught my eye. Nothing particularly sexual about that. Bastard? A little bit off-putting, really. Was that some kind of sexy, kinky sexual thing? But his description was tantalizing, endearing, and funny. Happy soul, well endowed. This Star Bastard seemed different. I fretted over a good opening line for at least 30 seconds, an online eternity. He could be deeply involved with someone else by the time I finally messaged him. NYC Bucky, are you a happy soul because you're well endowed? Few second pause, no reply. I must have lost him, and then pop, a reply. Star Bastard, funny, I never connected the two. NYC Bucky, really? Most gay boys would. And we were off. Over the course of the next 73 chat screens, I uncovered that he was 30 years old, finally a boy my age, worked as an economist living on Wall Street. I never dated a banker. From Mexico City, I loved Latinos, enjoyed dancing, yoga, food, rollerblading. I loved 2 of those things. Star Bastard, what's your name? NYC Bucky, John Paul. Star Bastard, that's funny. Why was that funny? People making jokes about my name exhausted me. The next line was usually, oh, like John Paul Jones, or John Paul Sartre, or John Paul George and Ringo. It's just one of those things I've heard my whole life and I'm prickly about. The chat had derailed and I was ready to end it over the name game. Star Bastard, want to come over and cuddle? NYC Bucky, give me a break. Cuddle? What self-pronounced well-endowed gay guy thinks I'm going to believe that? Besides, if I did drag myself all the way to his apartment, I certainly hope we would do more than just cuddle if his size lived up to proclamations. Star Bastard, want to go on a date then? NYC Bucky, not really, I don't even know your name. Star Bastard, Juan Pablo? NYC Bucky, not funny. On the one hand, I gave him points for being clever, translating my name into Spanish. English John Paul became Spanish Juan Pablo. On the other, he had taken the name thing too far and was living up to his screen name, acting like a bastard. I was tiring of this seemingly endless banter. It was hard to stay witty and disinterested at the same time. I was thinking of a nice way to shut down the chat and then pop, 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 3 screens in a row. Star Bastard. No, I'm not kidding. We have the same name. That's why I thought you were kidding. What were the chances? Oh, the internet. We had the same name. My Texas John Paul to his Mexican Juan Pablo. Of all the horny gay boy gin joint chat rooms in the world, he had to log on to this one. And so I do go out on a date with him.